Hi there, everyone. It's motivational speaker and multimedia journalist Kevin McShan here, and it's a real pleasure to be with all of you this afternoon. Recently I had the unbelievable privilege and honor of serving as one of the keynote speakers for the third annual Vulnerability Through Marginalization Conference through the Faculty of Education at the University of Windsor. I was born with what's called spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy. So it was a real honor for me to serve as one of the keynote speakers because during the conference I touched on how the impact of teachers has positively impacted my life. And I also compiled some video messages of inspiration from some of the podcast guests I've had on my podcast called Let's Have This Conversation. So I really hope you enjoy what you're about to watch. And I want to send and extend my most humble of thanks to educators everywhere for all you do to inspire the minds of our future generation. Individual performance by Kelvin Johnson leaves the Lions with a mark of 5.
This is the voice of an aspiring journalist and sports talk radio host.
So humble and honored for you to join us today.
So what's the big deal about an aspiring radio personality? What's the big deal about a 24-year-old graduate of a journalism program? This is Kevin McShan. He is the big deal.
I was born with what's called spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy, which means that I was not given enough oxygen at birth in order to walk normally. I look at my disability as a challenge to overcome, and part of just sort of my agenda.
That agenda? Journalism. And every day, Kevin strives to become the best journalist he can.
Journalism is something that I've always wanted to do. I tell people that journalism is sort of like my lifeblood, sort of like oxygen to me.
Kevin isn't just thinking of becoming a journalist. He is a journalist. As you can tell from his various YouTube videos and his assignment reports for local cable stations, journalism is his life. His drive and professionalism stems from his outlook on life, which is a little different than most.
I'm able to look at life and this profession through a different set of lenses than everyone else. You go through a million different life experiences that prepare you for your profession and what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Journalism is a profession that demands mobility. Being in a wheelchair, how does Kevin deal with this obstacle?
Well, you learn how to keep a schedule, that's for sure. There we go. Hey Alicia, it's Kevin. How we doing?
Hey, good, thanks.
I'm calling to reschedule what I canceled this morning.
Okay. What day is it for?
I have to be there on Monday, which is the 28th, from 2:30 until 4. Can we squeeze me in for Monday?
I can try, Kevin, but to be honest with you, I have absolutely a whole page of waiting lists already that people called today for it.
Okay.
Leave it with me, and you're done at 4. Leave it with me for an hour. Let me work on it, okay?
Okay, I'll call you back in an hour.
Okay. Talk to you in a bit.
Thanks.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Transportation might not always be there for Kevin, but there is someone who is.
I'm Gail Perryman, Kevin McShan's grandmother.
Gail accompanies Kevin to any project he's undertaking. She's more than just his company. She's an extra pair of hands when he needs them.
Wherever we go, I sit with him. I accompany him on the bus. If he needs help, he'll call me and say, Granny, nobody be home. Can you come out to help me? And sometimes I just go there and sit and just wait till he finishes.
It was at an early age when Gail figured out that Kevin was made for the spotlight.
He had to be at least one or two. He had the best personality. He couldn't talk too much, but he did some talking. He was downstairs one time and there was a game on. He was calling the games, hollering at the the players for not doing like he thought they should do. And every game, all right, everybody, third and fourth, whatever he does. That's when I knew. I said, he's going to be something.
So I wanted to see Kevin in action, doing what he does. So he invited me along to Community Living Windsor, where he was shooting testimonials for one of his projects. Before he got there, I snuck in and I wanted to get a little insight on what people there thought of Kevin.
Getting to know Kevin, you don't really notice any sort of disability at all. I think Kevin is a young man that has his mindset of doing exactly what he wants to do, and he does it, and he does it beautifully. He is bang on and has awesome journalistic kind of skills, and he's a pleasure to know.
So what does the future hold for Kevin?
I kind of have a hodgepodge of journalistic goals, but I would, if I had to narrow it down to two, it would probably either to be a sports reporter or hosting my own sports radio talk show.
So as Gail sees her grandson off from another assignment, no matter what happens in the future for Kevin, she knows he'll be inspiring somebody somewhere.
Now we've reached the point in the presentation where I share with you some of my more personal thoughts on how teachers have impacted my life. It was my last year of elementary school back there in 1998, and I had just returned from London from having my last leg surgery to deal with my condition, spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy, and the head surgeon had told my parents that I'd probably never be able to walk again. So when I got back to school, I was called into the principal's office by Principal Carol Crawley, who then told me that I had unlimited potential. And, through that meeting, it really empowered me to make an impactful difference. And I don't think without that meeting, I don't think I'd be nearly the person that I've turned into today. So I really want to impress upon you to achieve and to know your value as educators, because you certainly have had a lasting impact on me. And for that, I send my most humble and grateful of thank yous.
Hello, my name is Zach Ballinger, the author of the book, Don't Be a Zombie, How to Find Your Career You Love, author, speaker, and consultant. So I hear from Kevin, you've accepted the humbling and noble calling of being teachers. And I just want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, teachers have played a big role in who we become, and certainly for me, as well as at the elementary, high school, college level, there's always been one teacher along the way that has impacted my road, and I don't think I would be here today without their humbleness, their kindness, their encouragement, their ability to teach me information that I need to do on a daily basis. You guys rock. Thank you for doing this. This is actually something that you'll have impacted generations to come every single year. And you won't get to see a lot of times the fruits of those labors. Sometimes you will by having a connection through Facebook or maybe a social media connection. But a lot of the times I know for my teachers who have are out there, they don't know what kind of role they played. And I've never been able to communicate that to them. So don't let that discourage you not hearing these stories. Hear my story and let you know that you matter, and what you're going to do for these children, for these kids down the road, is going to have an everlasting impact on their legacy. Do not forget that you guys matter the most. Thank you for doing this, and have a wonderful conference. Take
Well, I think personalizing things, right? So, as we said earlier, there's only one Kevin. So getting things from your perspective, sharing little personal anecdotes from your own life that may be similar or maybe very different to their lives. So when you tell a story and you reveal a little bit about yourself, then people are more compelled to listen to you and what it is you're saying. So I would encourage teachers to tell stories about, if they're teaching sixth grade, tell a story about when you were in sixth grade. Tell stories about some of the teachers that you had, maybe some great teachers, maybe some not so great teachers. But the important thing is, you don't have to be the hero of every story. It's okay to tell people and to admit that you made mistakes, you've had foibles, things have come up along the way. That's okay, because that's telling your audience, okay, you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, now we can relate, right? If you are telling these great stories of, I had this great teacher and I made the best grades and I did this and I did this, I was such a good student, then most of the students in the class are thinking, well, good for you, but that's not me, and now that you've lost them. So personalizing things, just little anecdotes. You don't have to be a hero all the time. Sometimes things go wrong, and that's okay to reveal. It's perfectly okay. A little self-deprecating humor goes a long way. If we can laugh at ourselves, we'll never cease to be amused. So certainly share that with your audience, and that will endear them to you, but also engage them with your message.
Hey, it's just like journalism, journalism that tells you always to localize a story, especially if you work in local news, right?
Exactly. It's the exact same concept, right? So localize it to you, personalize it. And I would certainly say for teachers and for anyone who wants to connect with an audience, that's the way to do it.
Thank you, Kevin. My name is Chris Decker. I'm the host of a podcast called The Age of Authenticity, as well as the founder of a company called Salescast. We partner with visionary entrepreneurs, B2B sales leaders. You see, education and a teacher in seventh grade. I had a teacher that cared for me enough to say, look, I think you're good at this. I think you might want to make a career and a profession in the media arts. You have a gift. And had they never shared that critical piece of feedback with me, God knows where I would have ended up. It was a teacher that believed in me. It was teachers that instilled these things into me. And for you to choose this path of being a teacher is a selfless act. And you are going to get so much out of it. Thank you.
My name is Chrisrabado, certified personal trainer, co-creator of all things positive. So I hear from Kevin that you all have accepted the noble and humble calling to become a teacher. And I just have to say that the impact that you are about to make on the younger generation is about to be tremendous. So I want to wish you guys the best of luck in this field, and never, never, never mistake or forget your purpose.
Hey everyone, my name is Jake Reitman. I am a sports update anchor and producer at 97.1 The Ticket, WXYT in Detroit. And I hear from Kevin, you've all accepted the noble and humbling call to become teachers. And I just have to say congratulations. That is awesome, because I believe teachers have the ability to positively impact those they come in contact with and impact next generation. And that's what life is all about, putting your best foot forward, making a positive difference with your life, and making a positive impact. I live by the words, go mad, go make a difference. And everything that you do, go make a difference. And I believe teachers do that every day with the impact that they make on others. So keep up the great work. Congratulations to you all the best. And I can't wait to see the positive difference that you make with your lives on the next generation.
Hello, this is Lisa Tinsley with Kisa Public Radio in Atlanta, Georgia. My friend Kevin told me about the noble and humble calling of you all becoming teachers. And I want to send you a huge thank you, because teachers are just an invaluable asset to society. I have had the pleasure of having so many wonderful teachers in my life, and I've been blessed with the opportunity to work with many teachers as you all educate our society and make valuable changes to all of our lives. I've had teachers in my life who challenged me, who also encouraged me during times where I thought I could not move forward in a particular subject matter, but it's always been those wonderful teachers who have guided me and shown me the way and have been extremely patient with me. And also, my grandmother was a teacher, and I'm very blessed to have had the opportunity to watch her prepare lesson plans and just interact with her students, and they all loved her very much. So I want to say thank you for being a teacher, and I wish you the very best in the future in all that you do, and know that you are truly a blessing to all of us. All the best to you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dan Miller. I'm the radio voice of the Detroit Lions, and Kevin tells me that you have accepted the noble and humble calling to become teachers. First, let me just say thank you, because I cannot imagine the impact that you're going to have on lives. People, children, kids you haven't even met yet going forward. They say one way to measure a life is the impact that you've had on others along the way. And I can't imagine a more significant way to impact somebody than to be their teacher, regardless of what grade it is, regardless of where they are in their lives. At some point, you're going to open their eyes to the possibilities this world presents. And somewhere along the line, you're going to meet somebody who walks into your classroom that may doubt that. But you as teachers will be able to show them that this vast world that they're going to walk into is full of nothing but possibilities, and doors are open for them as long as they're willing to work to get through them. So I say thank you. I know at this point in my life, I have a much greater appreciation for my teachers than I did when I was young. And believe me, there will come a time in all of your students' lives where they will look back and they will thank you for the lessons that they learned from you and the way that you helped to improve their lives. So I wish you nothing but good luck on your adventure as you move forward here. And once again, for helping to shape the young people in the world, thank you.
This is something that's pretty close to my heart as well. I actually, when I was in college, I was studying to be a teacher. And I have my degree in elementary and special education. And I was a special education teacher for 3 years when I graduated, with a focus on autism. And one of the most important things that I think I experienced was my first year as a teacher. I ended up teaching a pull-out room, right? So we took kids from 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, pulled them out of the classroom, and brought them into their own special education room, right? And I would teach them reading and things of that nature. Well, the next 2 years, I was an inclusion teacher. So I was a teacher in a general classroom, 5th grade, and the special education students were in that classroom. I think that was a profound experience for me, because it allowed me to help all the students embrace each other kind of as a family. And kids are really phenomenal in this regard, because they're not jaded by society. And it's a really great example to see how a classroom of 5th graders doesn't see diversity the same way as maybe a group of 30 adults does. And I think if we look at children as an example sometimes, and how to, kind of have that perspective, I think it's really great. So with that said, inclusion is great. I think exposure is really what brings that about. And I think similar to putting yourself in difficult situations to practice difficult things, I think we really need to go out of our way to create inclusion in our own lives. I think we need to seek out people with different opinions. I think we need to seek out people with different backgrounds. You know, a lot of times you hear, well, you know, at the dinner table, don't talk about, you know, religion or politics, right? It creates issues. And I disagree. I don't think we need to ignore difficult issues that we have differences in. I think we need to embrace them. I think we need to work more on having a conversation in an appropriate way so that we can share our difference of opinion without being judgmental and without being attacking of others.
So I hear from Kevin, you've all accepted the noble and humble calling to become teachers. And I just have to say, becoming a teacher is one of the most important callings that anybody can answer in this life. Pouring your wisdom and knowledge into the younger generation and teaching is one of the most important callings that anybody can undertake. And I really just want to say thank you, and I appreciate it. And keep pouring that love and wisdom into the future.
Hello, my name is Tommy Dalberg, and I am a podcast host as well as a full-time financial analyst. And so I hear from Kevin that you've all accepted the noble and humble calling to become teachers. And I just have to say, this is one of the most important things that you can be doing. The fact that you've taken upon this calling to be a teacher, to step into the lives of children, is incredible. You have an opportunity, unlike so many other people, to make an impact on a kid's life. I know that right now for many, the teaching in the classroom is in a virtual environment. But despite that, for so many children, you provide a space, or you have the opportunity to provide a space, maybe the only safe and loving space that these children will be around all day. School is an escape for many. School is a place where you get to impact, you get to help children learn who they are. They get to learn about their country, math, history, obviously so many different things, but who they are is the most important of all of those. And you have the ability to impact them in that way. And I commend you. I think that the calling to be a teacher is one of the most important callings in the world. You have one of the most important jobs. And I'm just so grateful for your willingness to serve in that way. I just hope and pray that you take it upon yourselves to provide the safest, most comfortable, loving space that you can for all your kids. And I'm very positive that you're going to be doing that. So thank you so much for what you do, and best of luck in your career.
Hello, my name is Ryan Bennett, and I'm an author and a speaker. So I hear from Kevin that you guys all accepted the noble and humble calling to become teachers. And I just have to say, a teacher's job has always been important and very challenging. But in the midst of a global pandemic, your new role will be even more challenging than you previously anticipated. You'll be called upon to care for students whose needs are more varied and more complex than ever. And you'll be teaching in an environment very different than the one that you learned in and even trained in. So thank you for the vital role you play this year and every year in keeping the world moving forward.
Hi there, my name is Jason Melum. I'm an industry leader in San Diego, California, and I hear from Kevin that you have all decided to take the noble calling and follow your passions and become teachers in our communities. You know, now more than ever, I just want to show my personal gratitude for you guys taking this leap to follow your dreams, to give back to the community. In the times we're in, it's very difficult, and we need you guys. So me, I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I cannot imagine having to be the sole educator and provider of the home. We need to lean on amazing individuals like all of you. So from my bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. Good luck, and thank you for everything you're choosing to do.
Hi, my name is Drew Sines, and I'm a fitness professional out of Phoenix, Arizona. And I know Kevin through a professional venture together. Him and I actually did an interview over the pandemic on how you can just maintain a routine and stay healthy regardless of gym access or park access or anything like that. So Kevin, I love your work, man. I love the energy and the knowledge that you bring and expertise you bring. I can tell that you've always done your homework with anything that you embark upon. And I am just so honored to know you and just really want to send some words for inspiration to others that like, hey, if there's something that you want to accomplish in life, go do it. Kevin is a great example of being able to make the most out of his opportunities and just doing the best you can on a daily basis and just continuing to show up for yourself and for others. So Kevin, thanks for all you do, man. And to everyone else out there, keep doing what you're doing, stay consistent, stay committed, and just look forward to new opportunity in your life, and definitely give yourself some time and some grace to make that happen. So
hi, my name is Josh Remington. I serve as Director of Marketing for the SMU Mustangs in Dallas, Texas. And I hear from Kevin that you've all accepted the noble and humble calling to become teachers. And I just have to say, what a privilege it is to see you all jump into this new calling. And teachers truly have made an incredible impact on my life and so many others. And you truly do not receive enough thanks for what you're doing and what you will do. And so thank you for impacting the lives of so many students and where you are now and where you're going. And we're thankful for you. Thank you for being a teacher and giving back to the communities you're part of.
Hey there, my name is Dallin. I'm the owner of Realizations and creator of the Self-Mastery Bundle found on Amazon. And I hear from Kevin that you all have accepted the incredible calling of becoming teachers. And I just want to say, teachers have played such an influential part in my life, and it's something that I inspire and aspire to become better at. The ability, the skill set of teaching others and inspiring others, I think is something that this world needs more of, and honestly just makes an incredible impact on the world today. So I appreciate you, I admire you, and I wish you all the best of luck in your journeys as teachers. All right, take care, y'all.
Hey everyone, this is Sandy Rutherford. I'm a success coach. Kevin has shared with me that you have chosen the calling of becoming a teacher. I am so excited for you. I am over the moon delighted for you, and I am grateful for you. I regard teaching as one of the noblest professions. It's a calling. You have in your hands the minds of the future. How cool is that? And when I work with people, we talk about our callings. And think about this for yourself, okay? Because teaching is a calling. And what we mean by a calling is three things. You love what you do, you're good at it, and you just want to get better and better and better. And you're helping people. The combination of those three is your calling. So imagine the impact you're going to have as a teacher, that you love what you do, positively influencing and impacting the minds of the future. You love it. You love learning. You want to help people. You want to impart knowledge and ignite something in the people that you're teaching. And you're helping them. You're helping them create a future for themselves and a better society for all of us. I am so excited for you. So I just wanted to share this. Congratulations on an amazing, an extraordinary decision in a phenomenal profession called the teaching profession. I am over the moon excited for you. Enjoy the journey.